Hey, thanks for watching. My name is Justin Lang, also known as Justincredible. I'm an arts ambassador and creative arts teacher here at ACA, Atlantic Center for the Arts. And today we are opening up a new web series. Now, for those who are just tuning in to us, last year we did a web series entitled In Session with Justincredible. We spoke about how to find your inner creative, how to break through writer's block, and we finally completed those creative projects that we are dragging our feet on, hopefully. Now, in this series, we're gonna be exploring how art can promote healthy living. So the topics we're gonna talk about: forgiveness, self-love, and processing trauma. Now, just a heads up, some of these topics and concepts, they're gonna mesh and kind of overlap with each other, just because we're talking about relationships, the human mind, human psyche, healing, pain, things like that, and art in general. So we're gonna be consistent with art in every single topic. Big disclaimer, I am not an expert in life. I do not have the answers to all of these topics. What I'm doing is simply sharing all of the wisdom that I've gathered so far, and I would like for you to share the wisdom that you've gathered so far in the comments. We want to build a community online here where we can discuss healing, the arts, forgiveness, self-love, processing trauma. So if there's any articles, any links, any YouTube clips that talk about healing, that talk about forgiveness, self-love, processing trauma, and arts and how that promotes wellness, drop them in the chat. I want us to grow as a community. So with that being said, let's get into forgiveness. Why is forgiveness even necessary? Well, biggest reason is I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. I understand. I already know. What a concept. We're both imperfect people living in an imperfect world. I make mistakes, you make mistakes. No two people think the same thing concerning every aspect of life. No two people do everything the same or feel the same way on every topic and every issue 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're also not mind readers, so conflict is inevitable. There is going to be something that I do or that you do or someone does to us that is going to bother us, it's gonna annoy us, it's just gonna rub us the wrong way. And there may be something that we do to someone else, whether that's on a small scale or even a large scale, intentionally or unintentionally, that someone could interpret as inconsiderate, offensive, or even disrespectful. Now, what is forgiveness? I looked up a few definitions, and these are some that I really enjoyed. Forgiveness is to stop being angry, to give up resentment, to grant relief from, to cancel a debt, an intentional, this is my favorite, an intentional and voluntary process of changing feelings and attitude towards an offense, and eventually overcoming negative emotions like vengeance. Forgiveness is not being naive. Forgiveness is not trust. Forgiveness is not forgetting and having amnesia. Forgiveness is not reconciliation. Forgiveness is not us becoming besties and just our relationship is so perfect again. Now, what does it take to forgive or ask for forgiveness? It takes humility. It takes maturity, courage, someone with a lot of emotional intelligence, someone who's wise, someone with self-love, and someone who has empathy. A person who is very prideful, very hypocritical, very self-centered, it's gonna be almost impossible to ask for forgiveness or to forgive someone else. So if you have low emotional intelligence and you're kind of arrogant, it's gonna be very tough to forgive someone or to ask for forgiveness. So there's a famous author and speaker, Stéphane Lavoisier, and he has this healing method which he coined. There's one part of this healing method that I enjoy. It's called the Who Hurt Me list. And basically with this exercise, it's a step towards healing, and you are literally gonna put pen to paper, whether you're using your phone, using actual handwritten paper, or you're typing this up, writing a list of everyone who has hurt you in any type of way, whether it's small, medium, or large offense. No matter the pain, whether it's intentional or unintentional, just write it down. Whatever comes to mind, whatever comes to your heart. Don't leave anything out. And an ex-coworker of mine, Emily Lockerman, shout out to Miss Emily. What up? But pride never dies. She coupled the who hurt me list with the who I hurt list. And so with that, I want everyone to stop what you're doing, and I want you to write down a who hurt me list and a who I hurt list. And I think with this list, first and foremost with the who hurt me list, for those who have never addressed it, maybe you repressed it and you just kind of ignored as much as possible. You've been avoiding that part of your life because it's so deep, it's so painful. There is therapy in just even admitting and accepting that something actually happened. Just writing it down, seeing it on paper, getting it in front of you, or even saying it out loud. I believe that there is therapy and ease to your soul by just acknowledging and accepting the fact that something did happen to you and addressing it and not running from it. And on the flip side, with the people I hurt or who I hurt list, there's some humility in it. There is a sense of reality in it. You being just as thorough as you did with the previous list, I think that there is a lot of self-righteousness that gets canceled. It brings things into perspective. It reminds us all that we're not as perfect as we think we are. We do make mistakes. We have hurt people before, whether intentionally or unintentionally. And I think it opens up another discussion. Once you get this list done, now you're able, at least for the who hurt me list, you're able to categorize. I would like to categorize people who hurt you in two different boxes. One is people who hurt you unintentionally due to ignorance and they're just not aware. And the second box would be intentional. Someone who on purpose, petty, just, you know what, I just don't like her, I don't like him. I want to, either on a small scale, medium scale, or large scale, I want to hurt him or her. It's sick, it's vicious, it's unhealthy to say the least. And normally what I've gathered is that people who intentionally try to hurt other people, they've been hurt. There's a lot of pain and there's a lot of hurt that they have not addressed yet. And it's a vicious cycle. It's the hurt people cycle. And for that, those people need a whole lot more professional help in that area than you do. So be mindful of that. Now that we wrote down our lists, he typically recommends writing everything down for your who hurt me list in a letter form and actually sending it out to the person. In most cases, he says that it's beneficial and it opens up a dialogue and it promotes healthy relationships and healthy boundaries moving forward. And most of the time he sees that relationships become stronger due to that. Now, whether you want to do that or not, that's between you and the person who hurt you. Whether you want to ask forgiveness as far as the who people you hurt list, I would personally recommend apologizing to everyone that you've hurt, from the smallest thing to the medium to the large scale things, intentionally or unintentionally. I highly recommend doing it. Not only is it freeing, it's therapeutic, I think it's almost spiritual. I highly recommend it, doing it at all times. Whether that person responds to you, whether that results in reconciliation, whether that promotes a healthy conversation, hey, don't know, but you can explore that. Tell us how it goes in the comment section. Now, once that's out, once conversation is happening, once healing and relationship mending and health and boundaries is all happening, all that good stuff, what you can do as far as art is concerned, now is the time to get it out. Express it through art, whether it's writing, whether it's rapping, whether it's singing, whether it's drawing, painting, choreograph it out, screenwrite it out, screenplay it out. Do whatever it is that you're good at. Express your forgiveness and express your apology through the arts, through your gifting, through your talents, through the things that you're good at naturally. Oh, one thing, when it comes to expressing pain that you've experienced or pain that you've caused someone else, if you feel like it's a sensitive topic and may make things extra uncomfortable, my suggestion is to keep it anonymous, switch names up. I would say put it in story form, make it fictional, just to make sure that everyone's identity is confidential. Here's an example of myself asking an ex-girlfriend for forgiveness. This was written in 2004. I've switched names to protect the innocent. And basically, man, this is my first official girlfriend and I blew it royally. Epic fail. Yeah, straight trash. So, with that being said, here we go. Vivid memories and tendencies to be caught in situations, what we find out of control, our mind, body, and soul. Reading your letters totally broke me. Not what you wrote me, it was your love that you showed me and told me since 03. It's been hard to ingest. I gotta suck it up and thank God I've been blessed. And God, my princess, my mom's is impressed by my new level of understanding of women and feminine charms and interests. To calm and vent stress, we need to communicate all our feelings and listen with open arms, defenseless. No assuming for the rest of our lives. I guess I was wrong, I guess I was right. When I see you, still I feel a sinking feeling down in the bottom of my stomach. Not a coincidence, butterflies, it gotta be. It's something, gotta acknowledge it. Gotta let you know, grow, gotta let you go, so you come back to me. Actually, just like Jesus Christ, no blasphemy. The bigger picture you have to see. It's so beautiful, it's a masterpiece. Looking at the call ID, I blink, you're all I see. I think you're all I need. I know you had to leave me to stop sighing and stop crying. Love is a two-way relationship, but I forgot mine. Words of regret, I lie flying, but I care for every follicle or molecule on your body. I'm not lying. Not trying to get you to say you love me because you don't, or come over in the middle of the night just to hug me because you won't. Why do I do it? Why do I bother to write this or fight this like this? It's not even worth it. You're priceless. The right mix of beauty, intelligence, understanding, sensitivity, caring, love, and sophistication and elegance. I don't know. It just keeps going. You get the point. Hopefully you heard some maturity, you heard some humility, you heard some empathy, emotional intelligence, things like that, as we discussed earlier on what it takes to forgive or what it takes to ask for forgiveness. You all can do the same. I trust you do the same. Please put them down in the comments if you're not afraid, if you're comfortable. Again, you can switch the identities to protect the innocent. So, as we wrap up, we spoke about why forgiveness is necessary, what it takes to forgive, expressing pain that people have caused you, expressing pain that you've caused others, creative ways to express forgiveness and to ask for forgiveness, and top secret way to keep everything anonymous. You saw my example, and I want to continue this dialogue together. Again, I am not an expert in life. I do not have all the answers on all of these topics, especially about forgiveness. All I'm doing is sharing the wisdom that I've gathered throughout the years. Hopefully you do the same. Again, if you wanted to share any article, any link, or any video that you think is on the topic of forgiveness and healing and the arts wrapped together in wellness, go ahead, put it in the link. I want to continue this dialogue as an online community here at ACA. So feel free, don't be shy, type in the comments. Again, this is Justin Lang, aka Justincredible, Arts Ambassador and Creative Arts Teacher for ACA, Atlantic Center for the Arts. This is our new web series. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. I mean it. And don't be shy in the comments. We want to continue to build this online community. Keep the dialogue going about arts and wellness. I'm out. I don't know what I just